Balls. Animal balls. If you put every animal of a species in a ball, how big would said ball be? Well, I wanted to figure it out. Luckily, to figure this out, we only need to know two things. First, what does the entire species weigh? I could calculate it myself by multiplying their average weight with their population size, but smart people already did that, so we will just yoink their numbers. The second thing we need is their density. This was a bit more difficult to find because who the hell calculates that? Even if I tried to get accurate numbers for every animal, I would probably end up getting poached by PETA. We will just take the density of water. Most animals are like 2/3 water. This is accurate enough. We are not doing rocket science here. Said short, this is our equation. Pretty simple. Also, you might want to sit down for this one. These are not packed elevators or clown cars. There is no space between these animals. It's more like we throw all of them into a big blender and look at the smoothie size. But let's just imagine one of those chunky animals blown up to a massive size. We will start with the ones we could actually make if there was a billionaire with enough commitment. Here we have the Java rhino with 6.12 meters and pandas with 7 meters. That's about the size of an average 2-story house. My personal favorite is the Fernandina Island Galapagos tortoise with 66 centimeters. Just one animal, in the size of one of those sporty balls you can sit on. A bit bigger are polar bears, rhinos and, surprisingly, capybaras. That's about the size of the Cuddle Me Jesus statue. Not doing well, but it looks at least a little more optimistic for them. Primates are also not doing well with nearly 55. Bats really positively disappointed me with about 100. 52 Batmans. That's a lot. Shockingly, bats are 2/3 of all wild mammals. For every squirrel, deer or mouse you see, there are 2 bats. That's too much. So far I've seen 1. And that's only because it forced itself into my home and we refused to leave. But apparently there are more than 86 billion. Cats and elephants are surprisingly close in size with 150 and 156. Then come a bunch of whales. Just listen closely to their relaxing songs. Bigger than that are ants with 280 meters. There might be 20 quadrillion, but they don't weigh anything. Remember 1 million ants? He would weigh a solid 3 kilograms. That's less than the average newborn. Dogs are at 340 meters, making them the first animal bigger than the Eiffel Tower. Slightly bigger than that are spiders with 360. Theoretically, spiders could eat all of humanity in less than a year. I don't like knowing that. We now make a big jump to humans with about 900 meters. If you imagine humans as little Lego figures, the ball would still be 21 meters. But cows are still bigger with 930, which should really make us reflect on the scale and impact of our meat industry. But krill is still bigger with nearly a kilometer. And it's most likely also one of the most successful when it comes to animal sizes, destroying the moral of the story and once again affirming that the ocean is a giant, terrifying hellhole. And now, what do you guess does the coronavirus weigh? If you said anything close to humans, you probably got the 1 kilogram of feathers and steel question wrong multiple times as a kid and don't even completely understand it as an adult. At its top, all of corona weighed at best 10 kilograms. That's barely 26 centimeters. That's a little bit bigger than a football. This video was heavily inspired by these 2 videos, whose quality I will never get close to. I would also love some constructive criticism in the comments because this is like my 3rd video and I have no idea what I'm doing. Follow me on these if you see that as something necessary to do. And watch this longer version of while screams to fall asleep and study too. Okay, bye. And don't watch my old videos, please. They're not good.